Felt like I was in a completely wrong place. And I'll tell you something that is very dramatic. A big failure, a failure that felt terrible. I was giving up on my relationship, I was giving up on living in Japan, and I was giving up on the career that it was leading to. It was right before COVID. Then I went to Brazil to spend some really needed vacations. My girlfriend at the time, she came with me. And when I came back to Japan, I was still in Brazil and going to the airport, I felt my hands shaking. I felt my heart pounding because I
Was it
was
all
already
about your
traumatized.
personal
I was
experience or about professional?
because of the professional environment. So I was already traumatized. I was psychologically shaken. I didn't want to go back. I felt
But was
like
it more about your personal interactions in your professional setting or also because of the hard work ethic? What was it? How?
both. No,
Okay.
also because of the hard work ethic. Of course, I was working until 9 p.m. If you talk with my wife, she will say something. She's always I appreciate that she says this. So when we were still boyfriend and girlfriend, and she would come home in the weekends, and I would put her to sleep, kiss her goodnight, 11 p.m. After working 12 hours in the day, I would go back to my desk to memorize my Chinese characters. And I wouldn't go to sleep until I was sure that at least 10,
Your Japanese characters.
well, we call them
Yes.
Chinese characters in
Oh, okay,
Japan.
okay.
They are Hanzi.
Yeah.
In Japanese, we say ki, but it's
Kanji.
exactly the same thing. And then I wouldn't go to sleep before I was sure that in the next morning I would remember the 10 characters and know the related vocabulary. If you
That
need to
sounds
learn,
like a lot of pressure even when you talk about it.
it's a lot of pressure. It was, and it was crushing me. The truth is, it was crushing. That's what I'm saying. So I went back to Japan. I got myself into that airplane and I flew back to Japan. And I remember that I promised myself that even if it was terrible, I would still resist for 1 year. 1 year, I wanted to
What
make.
was it that made you decide for that 1 year?
Because I think 1 year is the minimum cycle that you got to go through. You know, if I went to interview with another company and I had been working in the previous company for only 7 months and 8 months,
Okay,
it
got
would
it.
like, okay, you just failed, you
Okay.
didn't adapt. I didn't want that. I want to say that I was able to close at least one cycle, at least 1 year, which is actually nothing. You can achieve much in only 1 year. But the thing is that I came and it was very painful. I talked with my girlfriend at the time and I said, look, I'm so sorry. I can't I can't take this anymore. I promised myself I'll be here for 1 year. And I still had to work for about 3 months to
Yeah.
complete 1 year. But I'm gonna quit. This is killing me. I'm sick. I was nervous. Like I couldn't recognize myself.
Right.
Going to the airport back in Brazil, I had never experienced this before. This is real psychological trauma.
Right.
And she understood and she cried because at that point in our life, we were still in our first year in the relationship. It meant that we would break up. I would be going back home and we wouldn't see each
Yes.
other again. So the relationship wasn't solid enough for her to come with me.
Yes.
And I knew what I was telling her,
Right.
but I just couldn't take it.
So you felt it, it's physical
It
experience
was a
of that
physical
breakdown.
experience already.
So at what point, how did you manage that?
So
What were
what
some of the
happened?
steps? And also,
Funny things.
you're kind of a perfectionist person. So was it easy
Very
to cope
difficult.
with the idea that you have something going on
No,
that makes you less
that's the
perfect?
point. Because like I always want to do my best
Yes.
and show the best of who I am. But every single day it felt that I failed.
Right.
It felt like I failed. So that's how it was so psychologically crushing.
Was it also the first time when you failed in your life?
So I think the PhD, I felt that I would almost fail,
Okay.
but I still made it. But at that time, I was giving up actually. So you see, the conversation that I had with my girlfriend at that time was, "Listen, I give up. I can't take this anymore." So somehow, I failed. I completely failed at that time.
But was it the first time in life? Was
Yeah,
it something novel? So it
yeah.
was also novel and then big time novel.
And a big failure, a
Right.
failure that felt terrible because, like I said, I was giving up on my relationship. I was giving up on living in Japan, which
Right.
felt like paradise to me, and I was giving up on the career that it was leading to. And I'll get to this
And on the
story
idea
point.
of you, who was
And
the
the idea
perfect
of
guy who could do it
everything,
anything.
yeah, like I said, it's crushed my pride and
Okay.
crushed my identity and everything. But again, destiny played it hand because you know what happened? The
No, I'm
next
curious.
week, COVID started.
Okay.
COVID started.
Thanks God for you, I guess.
No, that's funny. And of course, this is a terrible thing to say. We
Yeah.
know so many people suffered during COVID, suffered so
It's
much.
interesting to say that thanks God COVID happened. You know, it puts in perspective how
Yeah, how bad
bad
the
how
situation
bad the
was.
situation
How
was
bad.
before.
So it was preferable to leave all that
Yeah.
uncertainty in the first months of
Yeah.
COVID than going to the office. Because, yeah, it was very difficult to wake up, wear my suit, take the train, and
Right.
go to the office. And then COVID happened. We got an email on a Sunday, please don't come tomorrow.
Right.
And then I realized it allowed me to slow down a little bit, not being constantly in contact with my team, with that physical
Environment. Yes.
environment. It really helped my psychology to slowly heal. It gave me time also to study Japanese more.
Did you take any other measures for your mental well-being? Did you
Not
start
at that time.
meditating or did you go to therapy?
Therapy, I never did that. I think it's very good. Maybe I will at some point. But meditation is something that is part of my life. I
Okay.
always did it
Okay.
before. Yeah. But no, I think I reached out a lot to my friends. The best form of therapy for me has always been to have friends around and talk to people, to just listen to what you need to say and maybe sometimes get some piece of advice. That was, I think, the most important type of therapy that I got.
I'm curious now. So you're finally taking a break, slowing down, and having some kind of time to reflect on everything that happened, unpack that stress, maybe unpack a bit everything that you've done, your efforts so far to that point. What are some of the findings? When do you start thinking about life beyond professional success? What are other dimensions that suddenly start to be important in this context? How do you think about purpose and happiness?
Well, at that time I was 25, not
Yes.
26 years old. The most important thing for me was professional success because I was still building the foundations of my career. But when it comes to purpose, I think it was very clear to me, and it had been clear for many years, that my purpose in life was to do things related to poverty alleviation. So I had chosen to go more specifically into the infrastructure field, but because I always believed, and I still believe, that infrastructure is the underpinnings of a functioning economy, will generate wealth and income and enable poverty alleviation. So I took that break. That was very important. COVID enabled me to slow down a little bit. But that feeling that I talked before, being young and not doing the actual work, I was doing a lot of support work, made me feel for a long time that I was in the wrong place. I was not doing what I want to do.
Yeah.
But so it was very difficult for me because I didn't have an alternative. I don't know. So I already had this idea that I wanted to work with multilateral banks, and I was literally blind and trying to decide what to do next. I had this very strong temptation to just quit. It was a very difficult job, so I just quit and go back to Brazil. But then it made me feel like this
A
might
loser?
kill my future international career. And I had good offers back at home, actually. At that point, I think I was already very competitive.
That was what was very tempting.
Very tempting because then I would
Do you
be
stay true to your purpose or do you go back
or
to
you,
whatever?
or you go the easy way.
Yes.
So going back to Brazil would be choosing the easy
Yes.
way because I would have a good job,
Yes.
at a good position, respected position.
Right.
I had worked in the government before going to Japan, so I already had all the network and all of that. And now with the PhD, it's a very strong thing.
Right.
And people say that in Latin countries, it's a very valued thing, and it is. So it would open lots of doors, but I got offers. But no, I was like, no, I can't give up on this.
Right.
I believe so, and that's the thing. When is the time to give up, and when is not? When it's time to fight hard, even if it's literally killing you,
Yeah.
which was my situation. It's because I could see that it would take time. In fact, it took almost 6 years. But the experience that I was having, traveling to many countries, very difficult geographies, we can talk a little bit about that as well. I have some horror stories. I knew that experience would make the difference in my CV when the time came for me to apply to an MDB, which is what
So,
happened now, right?
interesting enough, you still had a very strong purpose, an idea of what you want to do that helped you
Not to give up.
decide not to give up and also make informed decisions
Right.
to and also help you cope with different daily realities which were harsh.
Yeah. Because it was very harsh whenever something difficult happened, and I had that terrible feeling, that frustration.
You could go back to
and
why
everything.
the question of why am I
I
doing
would
here?
go back to that question, why am I here? But I had an answer to that.
Yes.
had an answer to that. And it was, like I said, 50% it was related to taking me, bridging me from the situation that I was to the situation that I am now, which is really
Right.
what I wanted to do for a decade.
But Lucas, this is happening all in your professional life, and at the point you decide to keep on going, at which moment in your life other dimensions start to send you a little flashlight and you realize that
So we are on
it's
the same
important.
page. I was about to say that because 50% of
Yes.
my decision to not give up was because giving up on that job would be giving up on my whole
Yeah.
career dream. But there was the other half of it, which was my girlfriend at the time,
Right.
who is my wife today,
Right.
as you know.
Yeah.
Because I found her. It's not so easy to find the right person.
Yeah.
We invested a lot of time building our relationship, and I was at that point already convinced. She didn't know, but I knew that I would marry
Yeah.
her. And then I thought, if I give up on this job, I'll be giving up on everything.
Right.
I can't give up.
Okay.